What is up? It is currently 12:30 a.m. here in Chicago. I turned on my camera and realized how crazy I look. I was going to take off these flip-up blue light blockers and these gloves before recording this, but I figured it could get me a few extra likes on this video. Anyways, I've got a great video for you today. I'm actually going to show you a step-by-step tutorial on how I'm utilizing a specific Shopify plugin to generate a 36,000% ROI. First, I guess I should tell you what the plugin is so you can install it yourself and prepare for this tutorial. The plugin is SMSBump. It's actually a pretty popular plugin. A lot of you have probably heard of it, but what I'm assuming is not a lot of you have seen a 36,000% ROI off of SMSBump. And I have a 2-sequence abandoned cart flow that I actually want to break down for you here, show you exactly what I say in the SMSBump messages and how I configured it to generate such a good result. So let me load up the dashboard here, and here we are on SMSBump within my Shopify admin page, and I'm going to go to analytics so I can show you the details of the results that this has generated. So I'm going to go to this year, so it loads my entire store, and you can see that it only started running on November 22nd, so about 28 days ago from the time I'm recording this video. You can see I spent $25 and have generated over $9,312 in revenue. This gave me about a 36,000% ROI, 35,928 and 97% ROI to be specific. This is absolutely unreal in terms of return off of some form of remarketing. When it comes to Facebook ads, seeing an ROI of 150%, 200%, up to maybe 400% are reasonable, but never have I seen a 36,000 ROI aside from SMSBump. Klaviyo and email marketing, you can get really good returns. Retargeting Google ads, I've showed you guys the returns that I've generated on this brand in other videos, and they still don't compare to this. So how did I do this? And that's what I want to show you here. So now that you've installed SMSBump, go ahead and navigate to your admin dashboard, install the GDPR setup. There are some precautions you need to take before using this, and they do state them in the app itself. And it's basically just updating your privacy policy, terms of service to ensure that the customer has agreed to you sending them text messages. So once you've done that, come down to automations. Here in automations, you're going to see that I currently have 2 active. There's a ton of different opportunities here with SMSBump that I just haven't really taken advantage of. I do plan to eventually move into these confirmations and order being delivered based off the tracking information eventually, but right now I have Klaviyo flows that handle that, and they do a wonderful job of that. I also feel like it's much less intrusive using email marketing versus SMSBump, which is why I prefer to keep the other stuff aside from the abandoned cart flows out of SMSBump and in the email marketing. Here we have an abandoned cart reminder and another abandoned cart reminder. It's kind of odd how it shows it in terms of numbers. I think it might just track it by revenue, but this one's actually first. So I have abandoned cart customer. So it's just whenever a customer abandons their cart, 1 hour after that event occurs, I send them a text message. Next, if they don't convert off that 1 hour text message, I send them another abandoned cart reminder 1 day later. So exactly 24 hours after they receive this text message. I've noticed that this 2-sequence flow is really the optimal amount to convert someone and still ensuring that you don't piss them off, to be quite frank, that you don't make them angry. If you send too many text messages, you're going to get complaints, and I'm not sure how active SMSBump as a company is on removing customers that file complaints or that receive a lot of complaints. I know MailChimp, which is an email marketing company, really shut down Ecom businesses left and right for just a slight amount of email complaints. So I would be hesitant to spam people with this. First of all, it's not going to convert any better. They're just going to erase the text. Second of all, you might be putting yourself at risk for some type of a disabled account with SMSBump. So I like the 2 text message sequence. So let me go into this 1 hour text, show you how I have it set up, what the content is, so you can replicate what I've done here. Let me hit edit. Okay, and here we are. As you see, here's an automation name. You can name yours whatever you want. I would recommend leaving the amount of time that you're sending it though somewhere in the title. And over here on the right side, what you're gonna see is the text message that I am sending to people. So first, you can see that I send a GIF, and you can see the movement. Obviously, I'm not gonna show you the exact content because that is reserved for my future students. Secret announcement. Next week, I'm going to be releasing my first education program. There's going to be a link in the description here that you can sign up to be notified when that announcement goes live. You can see that I use a GIF, and these are so easy to make. Just take a section of your ad, search Google for a video to GIF creator, and just drop your video in, slice it up to like 2 seconds, and import it to here. It worked so well. It just reminds the user of what they're getting and the immediate benefit, how easy it is to use, etc. And here is what the text says. It says, "Hey John, Jessica here from," insert my brand name, smiley face emoji. "I noticed there were X amount of items left in your shopping cart. Our Black Friday deal is selling out fast. Your cart is waiting for you for your return at," and then it puts the abandoned checkout URL that takes them right back to their cart. So there's a couple unique things that I did here that I think really helped the conversion rate. First, I said, "Hey, John." John being whatever their first name is, it inserts it dynamically. Just adds that personal feel like they're getting a legitimate text. And then I introduce myself. So it says, "Jessica here from blank brand." Jessica is actually the name of one of my customer support representatives, which is why I used it. So when that customer eventually does make a purchase, it's most likely they might be talking to Jessica through email. Then goes on to use an emoji. Once again, just adding that personalization to the text. Next, I noticed there were X amount of items left in your shopping cart. Just being very specific. Like, we don't want to be vague here. We want to introduce ourselves, remind them of what brand we are, and then state exactly what they left. Next, I say our Black Friday deal is selling out fast. And I wrote this up clearly when it was Black Friday last week. And I've left it just because the way that I'm pitching it on my store is we still have some inventory bundles left over from Black Friday, but they're still selling out. So that's why I'm still using that. And once Christmas passes, it's probably not going to convert well. So I'll probably change it here in the next few days. But it's good to include any consumer holidays or discounts or anything that the customer might remember from your advertisement. Next, your cart is waiting for your return at the checkout URL, and that's pretty standard. So it's really about making it feel very personal, including like a GIF, just going above and beyond, showing them the product that they had in their cart, then introducing yourself and your brand again, and being specific about what they're going to miss out on. So this is where you add the GIF. Super easy, but you can only send it to US recipients. Not a big deal, as the majority of my customers were from the US. And here is what my text looks like. And I wanted to show you the actual markup so you can literally just copy this over to your store. Okay, now let's go look at my second automation. Here is my abandoned cart reminder after 1 day. So if they don't convert off that first one, I send them a last and final text. And that text has a branded image. This, once again, is emphasizing the product and the brand in one image, really bringing across that professional feel. The last one used the GIF showing it, and then this one's really playing off of the brand image. Just drop an image of your product into Canva or Photoshop, add your logo on top of it with a nice background or something, or just a clean background with some reflections on the bottom, which is kind of what I have set up. It just adds a professional feel to your text now. The text in this one says, "Hi John," or enter first name, "Jessica here from blank brand," my brand, waving emoji. "I wanted to let you know that an item from your cart is almost sold out. You get 10% off with the discount code," and then enter in a discount code for 10% off. "Click here to complete your purchase." And this is the last text I'm going to send them. And this is the one that's really converting and generating like 90% of the revenue. So what I do is I make it feel friendly with the first one, knowing that the majority of people aren't going to convert. So once again, I'm focusing on building a relationship first. And then a day later, once they've might have forgotten about it, or maybe they're waiting to get an offer or some incentive, I reach out with a more professional email hinting on the scarcity, since I've already built up that relationship and that trust with the first text and just the overall experience from my website to this point. Once again, I'm focusing on personalization, introducing Jessica again, saying, "Hey, back again," using the first name, introducing my brand, using emojis to make it feel like a legitimate text, images, and you could probably use a GIF here too. I tested out the image of a branded image, performed super well. Then I offer the discount code with a little bit of scarcity. So not only do they have FOMO, but there's really no reason not to complete it now that they have a discount too. With this video, I really aim to give you complete transparency into a small aspect of this business that really took off quickly. That plugin in a 36,000% ROI is something that I couldn't keep to myself. I had to share it with all of you because it's something that you can literally take and replicate. You can install that plugin tonight, take the copywriting and the imagery that I just showed you is working, implement it, and start seeing results. And that's not something that often presents itself. That's not an opportunity that often shows with someone in my position where I can release a video and help you all out with your businesses immediately. There was no way I was going to pass up the opportunity to show you a plugin generating results like that. So I hope you truly did find this valuable. That was my goal, and I cannot wait to see you at the next video. Dylan out.